Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of Morrowind, Elder Scrolls III, with Mechanic, your host. Today we are going to be getting into some dungeon exploring and kind of scouting out the area a little bit. We'll see what we can come across and how much trouble we can get ourselves into. So, let's get to it. So we're going to head out across the main road to a crypt that I am familiar with today, and see what we encounter along the way. And if we have the time, after that crypt, let's poke around the shoreline and see what else we can find. Oh my goodness. Well then, that's quite interesting. A very rich and expensive, looks like wood elf, and a book. And nothing around that appears to have thrown him. Well, let's investigate and see what we can find. I believe I may have found the correct formula for a spell I am developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. Okay. If all goes well, I will test the new spell tomorrow. I believe I worked out all the possible complications and allow me to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Oh dear. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, and without the terrible orientation of a spell of flying. Well, apparently the Nords of Skyrim learned to do this via giant smashes, but that's beside the point and a whole nother topic of discussion. Time is almost upon me. My research is finished. All of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of their towers and scream out my success. Well, he definitely screamed. Success? Not so much. Iron spark sword, fancy robes, 3 scrolls of Ikarian's flight, fortify acrobatics 1,000 points for 7 seconds. You know, I think we can have some fun with these later. Oh, well, his corpse is disposed of. Alright, let's see, I'm pretty sure this is the pass out over the hill. So it should be just to the left up past these mountains, if I remember correctly. Oh, alright, there we are. So, let's circle around and head into this dungeon. I'm going to set up my healing spell on the way in, just so I have it as a backup emergency. See what we can do. So this is Samary's ancestral tomb. It's a local crypt in the area. Usually has some decent loot in it. I have this one I know. Spectre. Oh shoot, right, that's right. My weapons don't work against the specters. Hopefully the spark sword will be enough, even though I can barely hit with it. Let's hope it takes effect. Come on! Kill! Die! Die! I may have to run at this point. You know what? Let's do it this way. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello. Thank you. Goodbye. Can you open the door? No, you cannot. Okay. We're good until we have to get out, at least. So, let's switch back to my halberd, because apparently I can't hit anything. We're just going to start tomb looting. Scrolls of Courage. Bunch of ashes. So I forgot that there were ghosts that spawn in this area, which are immune to normal weapons. I either have to wield silver weapons or magical weapons. The Spark Sword would be effective if I had the skill with short blades to hit anything with it. So, hopefully, we can get back out past that guy. I could probably burn a scroll of Hellfire, but it's worth 151 gold for sale, too. Could also come useful against more powerful enemies. Don't know if it's worth burning on a Spectre that I can probably run past. Alright. Oh, there's definitely something on the other side of this door. See an arm there. Zombie, maybe? Oh, nope. You're a Bone Walker! Yay! And probably was dropping my health with a damage spell there, it looked like. I'm not sure if it was weakness or damage. Forward on a health potion, that's useful. Alright, so we have a locked chest and we have a trapped urn. So we're gonna heal up here real quick. I think I can rest for just a minute or two. No, with the ghost nearby, I cannot rest. Oh, that hinders that. Alright, let's drink this fortified health potion. Traps can be anything from paralyzation to to basically instant death. So we're going to give it our best shot and see what we can do. Alright, that boosted our health a little bit. And let's see what this does to us. Fingers crossed this won't kill us. Oh shoot, damage, 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 damage. Oh, we are alive with 3 health left. Whew. Okay, first and foremost, we gotta heal. Too many spells. There's the heal spell. Hopefully this works. Okay, cool. We are full health again. Let's see what's in Lord Brine's. We have the Mentor's Ring, which gives us intelligence and willpower. We have Lord Brine's Ashes, for more of a trophy item. And we have key to Lord Brine's chest. Alright, and that probably is this chest, if I had to guess. Yes, it is. With a common amulet inside, worth, like, nothing. Alright. All that is Lord Brine's tomb. Let's, hope we can get past this ghost again. I'm gonna shift real quick. Scroll of Hellfire just in case I need it. You know what? Let's burn it. Let's kill the ghost. Here, ghosty, 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 ghosty. Ba-boom. And the ectoplasm worth 10 at the cost of a scroll worth 151. I don't think we won out, but the enjoyment was worth it with one-shotting the target. Alright, so getting towards sunset here. We got a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and scout up the coastline. See what we've got. Thought that was a mud crab. Seeing if we can attract any slaughterfish here. They're often up and down the shoreline, but I'd rather not try swimming across the island and getting just nabbed by one. It looks like we're clear for the moment, so we'll swim quick. Alright, the sun is starting to set, so we're gonna head back. I think if I can make it across to that island over there, we're gonna have a good shot at getting home back to the Seyda Neen area, at least before sunset makes hard to see. Shoot, there's a slaughterfish. I could hear another one. There he is. Slaughterfish. Oh, this was not where I thought we were. We're starting to get that whole get lost thing. Hello? That's just our day for finding dead bodies on the roadsides. What are you? Tax record. Process Valetius. Seyda Neen Census and Excise Office. That would be where we first got into. So yeah, it's a tax collector's record. Some gold. I say we take this back to the Seyda Neen office. Census and Excise Office. Hey, we found a murdered guy. Murdered? What a waste. Process was a good man. I had been wondering why I hadn't heard from him in a few days. Still, you hadn't sent the guards. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he collected? I hate to sound callous, but I do have a job to do. You sound pretty callous. But yeah, I did find 200 gold on his body. You did? How odd that he was murdered but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated. I can tell you that I won't forget this, mechanic. In fact, if you're looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murderer of Process punished. Killing the Emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census Excise Office will pay you 500 septons. So 300 more than I would have gotten if I just walked away with gold. That's awesome. Alright, so we're going to go talk to a few people and put this together. Well, what's going on? The guards are reacting to something out here.
Yes, Outlander?
Huh. Karma just walked into town. Nifty. So, we got really lucky. The first person we talked to was able to tell us that the tax collector guy was basically seeing the lady who runs the lighthouse. So we're going to talk to her now. Theravir.
What is this regarding, Argonian?
Welcome, Seyda Neen, stranger. Is there some specific place you're looking for? You were dating the murdered guy, right? Process murdered? No! Tell me it is not so! He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I had become so close in the past few months. I don't know what I will do without him. I've only seen him get angry once or twice, and never raised a hand to anyone. This is so sad. Such classic drama. Heart tugs at my heartstrings. You've seen him get angry, though. Well, not even angry. I suppose I saw him arguing once with foreign Gilneth about his taxes. He thought Process had been levying too much, skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous. Process wouldn't have done such a thing. I am sure of it. Please, find out what happened, friend. And if you find out what became of Proseus's ring, I would cause my heart. It would... What? Oh, it would ease my heart. Apparently I can't read the words. Proseus had a ring. I gave him a ring many months ago, when the moons were young, the stars were bright, and our love was young. Or something like that. Anyway, it was dear to him. I would like to have it remembered by him. Or have it to remember him by. Too much reading, I'll tell you. But for you guys, you know, it's worth it. Alright, let's see if we can figure out who this person is. Someone in particular? Nope. That's all I got. Okay, so we're going to have to find this guy mentioned. I remember seeing him at the bottom of the tax records, too. Well, people nearby don't seem to know who the assailant is, so I say we start searching door to door. That is Indel's house, not the right one. That is Foreign Gilness Shack. Hey, here's the guy. Alright, Foreign Gilneth.
What is this regarding, Argonian?
You know that guy you murdered? Yeah, him. That Fetcher? You're right, I did him in. And a good thing, too. He was skimming a load of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels, so I killed him and left his body out there to rot, with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. Well, that's a confession if I ever heard one. As the officer acting for the census and excise, and for a total of 500 gold blood price, you will not get away for this murder. You're one of them, huh? Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, Argonian. I've no problem spilling more of the blood of the Emperor's lackeys. Okay. Nope. You're gonna fight. Ow. He's actually hitting my stamina with those fists. Okay, fine. Go down, go down, go down. Whew. Oh, there's the ring. Some gold, common stuff. Very nifty. Alright. And, you know what? Let's dispose of the corpse. And we're just going to take your house as extra payment for the deed. So let's just see if we can loot everything here. Oh, that was productive. Even got a book that gave me some mercantile bonus.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Any t-
We found the guy.
Yes, friend.
Well, weapon away. I don't want to stab you. Alright, so we found the murder guy. I heard you've been asking about his murder. I'm glad to see it's brought to completion. Here's your reward, mechanic. Good to see there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to the Emperor. And we get our 500 gold. Woot, 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 woot. Just had to, kill somebody to get it. Nothing wrong with that, right? As long as it's a fantasy world. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Elder Scrolls III Morrowind. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, let us know about your favorite moments with a comment, and make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can catch our future adventures in this amazing fantasy world. If you would like to help drive our future content, or would just like a chance to chat with our team and fellow viewers, you can follow the link to our Discord channel in the description. As always, I've had a wonderful time putting this content together for you, and look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Take care. Thank you for sticking around to watch the video, and here's a special treat at the end. I figure out what we are going to do with these scrolls of flight we picked up. In the comments of each section, if you would like to, you may state a direction: north, south, east, west. First comment to state a direction will be the direction that I use the flight scrolls to jump from whatever town I end my video in. We're going to have a quick blooper reel at the end of it and just see where these scrolls take us, where we land, and what antics they can create in us. So today, since there is obviously no comments, we are just going to start by jumping north from Seyda Neen, right here on the, just right off the bridge out of town, and see where we end up. So let's go ahead and do this. Scroll of flight. Okay, and yeah, we landed way to the north. I don't believe I can pull up the mini-map, but yep, way to the north. So we may land in some really boring areas, we may land in some fun areas, we may have splashdowns and survive. I don't know. We'll see how this goes as the game goes on. But should be a fun game, fun antics, and a great way to finish each video off. So don't forget to stay tuned through each video to see where we land. And I'll also be giving a shout out to whoever's direction we end up getting to choose. We may make the game a little more elaborate as we go. We'll see how it works.